1. Respectfully, what the hell? So, in case you didn't know, and I truly hope you don't cause that means your heart is still beating and your mind has been at peace for a while, I'm sorry to be the one breaking it to you, but Hyuna and Jang Junhyung are getting married. No, like actually, this October. My lord, please send help. Okay, so I really don't know if I want to comment on this cause saying I am disgusted would be the bare minimum, but okay, we'll try to keep it calm and simple. Breathes in and breathes out. So basically, according to the media, but I actually think it's true, don't mind me if I do, the news are fresh as freshly washed underwear at the moment of writing like this came out about 4 hours ago, but anyways, these two are getting married. The man I'm not gonna say the name of cause I always forget how to spell it out and I don't want my robotic voice to say weird stuff basically proposed at Hyuna like some time ago, and she accepted. So they're getting married on the 11th of October as we know for now but yeah, these are the facts. Now let's start with my opinion keeping it cool and calm. So how could this bitch accept the marriage like girl you were in a relationship with the sweetest man on the planet for freaking 2 years and made the terrible decision to make him your partner also when it comes to your job and that then led you to the uncomfortable position of having to look at him and work on stuff with him all day long which then led to you guys fighting a lot and whatever so in the end you broke up and made the whole industry cry out of frustration when you could have just kept your love life and job separated maintaining a balance and maybe things would have turned out differently and now you wouldn't be marrying a man that is as controversial as it gets and is gonna make you suffer the consequences. Cause, yeah, love is love, people change, but if you aim to live in South Korea, marrying a man as controversial as him, then you're asking for people to treat you badly and side-eye you. Like girl, have you thought about what if you guys fight and decide to separate or divorce like I know you haven't even gotten into the marriage, but once you will, most of the people you know are gonna be out of your life already after slowly distancing themselves from you, not wanting to be associated with the wife of the individual you not very wisely decided to marry. And so, without most people that used to be close with and to you being out of your life and sight, and your husband also separating with you, who are you gonna have by your side? That's what I thought. And of course I am not saying I wish her bad luck in her marriage, cause I actually don't. I hope this man has really changed and that they will live happy ever after, live in a big dream house, have a lot of children okay, maybe we could avoid that. But anyways I always believe in the power of will and the good over the bad and whatever so. Yeah, Hyuna keep your eyes open but I guess enjoy your married life and Jang Junhyung fuck you. 2. Baby Monsters Forever is basic, predictable pop music. Okay, now on to some calmer topics. Let's review the overperformers' comeback that this time actually happened and wasn't just an attempt of YG to regain the public's sympathy and trust. This song is just all over the place. Nothing revolutionary either that original, yet I can't say it's bad. Like, even in all its predictableness that I'd like to call simplicity for today cause we don't want to upset the snowflakes, still managed to have that something that qualifies as a reason to prevent you from saying or thinking the song is trash. And let me say, that something actually got me, like, I know I shouldn't be settling for something like this when we can have this. But I still cannot help but kinda enjoy it. Yeah, it may be as basic as it gets but hey, who are we to judge? Right? Right? Anyways, going into more details. Apart from the embarrassing intro and few non-instrumental just voice moments that happen throughout the song and did their job of ruining everything, the verses alone are good. I think they could have done more with the pre-chorus when it comes to lyrics and overall vibe, but the high note was nice. Nothing special, nothing over the top, just fine. The chorus was probably the most generic part of the song, but the part where they start saying FOOOOOEEEE, which I guess can be called post-chorus, was pretty enjoyable. And for the bridge it was simple yet satisfying, but the forever forever, forever ever ever part before the last chorus was completely unnecessary and could have been avoided. Overall I guess this release was low-key targeting the West, but every song does nowadays so we should get used to it I suppose. 3. Idol's summer comeback with Klaxon is cringe, but an improvement when put in comparison to Queen Card. Like, actually no, I don't think it's cringe at all, maybe fun could be the right word to describe it? I don't know. But let's see what are the good and bad things about the song. So firstly, it's a good thing that they gave all the choruses, except the last one, to Mayan, cause that's always a good decision, not only cause it seems like most of my favorite songs from the group have Mayan singing the chorus, but also because it just sounds good, and in, unfortunately, a lot of cases, it saves the song. which may or may not be the case for Klaxon. 'Cause,
yeah,
the lines seem well distributed judging from the fact that even Shuhua managed to sound good, but I think we should give credit to Soyeon and her patience with the let's say not really gifted singers for that. The song itself can be seen as generic, but it still has some originality and I like the idea of the song. And judging also from the fact that it is a summer song, I think it's pretty good and has some chance of charting well. Like, it's kind of generic and will probably be just another summer song to most, but I believe that there are people who could genuinely enjoy this. 'Cause it is theoretically not bad, but not that refreshing either. In my opinion, the song is just fine. A bop in its own way, let's call it. I was honestly scared for this comeback because I mentally wasn't ready to get more secondhand embarrassment, like girl, I'm still recovering from Queen card, let me fully heal. But,
yeah,
anyways, could they have done more? Yes. Do I want to say I hate the song so that the next comeback will make sure karma hits me right where it hurts by making me listen to another cringy and nonsense song? Absolutely not. Actually, you know what? Maybe Klaxon isn't that trash after all. Just don't give me another Queen card, cause even though it can be seen as iconic, I'm not sure if I want another one, and I think I'll be fine. 4. Weekly found the perfect recipe for good music, and I love it. So, personally, I haven't listened all that much to this group's songs except for After School and maybe a few others, so theoretically I don't have enough knowledge to judge if this comeback was an improvement or not. But if you ask me, it feels like so. The song is your typical summer bop, maybe forgettable for some, but amazing to me. Just in the first few seconds getting into the song I was already liking it. The verses were nice and added that Midas touch to the track that ended up feeling a lot more like actual K-pop than most releases nowadays. The pre-chorus is simple yet engaging, let's say nothing special, but once the chorus hits, I completely forget about all the things I didn't fully enjoy beforehand. It's like getting hypnotized and instantly forgetting everything as soon as the girls start singing the chorus, and let me tell you, if this is what being hypnotized feels like, I may want to experience it more often. And so I can confidently say the chorus was the best part of the song, and some groups should take notes, because if there is something I hate more than the way I start laughing uncontrollably as soon as I hear NCT's sticker, is when groups make an actually good song, and ruin it with the chorus like, girl, I may forgive you for not adding in any bridge, cause sometimes that is just what the song needs, but making the chorus the worst part of the song when it should be the best and most iconic. 1. That is unforgivable, please someone send whoever made this idea of neglecting choruses a thing in jail. But anyways, the bridge of the song was pretty, but I was sincerely left a little disappointed from that, like, they could have done more, but I guess, since the chorus is amazing, spectacular, show-stopping, never the same and beautiful, I don't really mind the bridge being a little lackluster. Like it's not bad, but I don't really like it. Maybe it'll grow on me, who knows, but reflecting on it now, I suppose a mid-bridge, as long as the rest of the song is good, will always be better than no bridge at all. Like come on, at the end of the day it is an excuse to make the song longer and have another chorus at the end ready to please your ears and warm your soul, like let's appreciate it for once cause that doesn't happen often. 5. Can we stop with the song titles that age like milk? Everglow's Slay Who? If you thought that title sounded outdated by the time of its release and sounds even worse now, you better prepare yourself cause Stray Kids are having a comeback on July 19th, and the title track goes by the name of 8. Like, I know I shouldn't be comparing the two groups in question and many more groups that use those kind of titles, but come on. It sounds like whoever is writing those songs and taking inspiration to write them is unashamedly taking inspiration from the snowflakes complaining videos on Tube. You know, those video essays or unpopular Kpop opinions videos that end up not only containing extremely popular and overused opinions, but also words. Those words that have been in the K-pop dictionary for maybe not even all that much but undeniably sound just as outdated, plain, boring and unoriginal as the words that used to be spoken at the beginning of a few centuries ago. Like, at least they weren't as overused and people had more ways of expressing themselves and speaking their minds creatively and uniquely. Meanwhile now, as soon as someone, and especially if they're part of the newer generations, learns a new word they most likely didn't even take some time to get to know the meaning of, they start using it for everything and in every and any occasion they get the opportunity to open their mouths. And so, in a very quick span of time, a huge amount of people learn that word as well, but of course, since most of them didn't make the effort of doing their research, they start adding the word in any possible conversation they get to have. And in the end what you get is a big smoothie of missused words that most likely have a meaning that is not even close to the one they were used for, and a pretty invisible amount of intelligence or common sense that are apparently a department younger people lack in these days. But apparently, judging from some of this song's titles, younger generations are not the only ones mismanaging their brain and living life putting their already messed up neurons on autopilot. There is more. Older people and, in this case producers, songwriters, and whatever industry insiders do this as well. Just, not in the right moment. And now talking about Stray Kids, I don't want to attack them cause the album hasn't dropped yet and neither I want Die Hard stans to attack me, so I just want to say I'm not in any way judging the whole album or even the title track by just the title. Instead, who I wanted to call out were the artists, or whoever is in charge for that matters, for their sometimes poor and questionable choices regarding song titles. Like, you guys don't live on Mars, or Pluton, or whatever planet. You all are here on Earth like all of us, y'all are here on the internet like all of us. And y'all most likely know what stuffs are going on Tube or wherever on the media as soon as it has something to do with K-pop and music in general, since it is part of your job to produce it, and so to be updated on the new trends and whatever. So what y'all should also be in the knowledge of is the timing you decide to immerse yourself into work to create something hopefully pleasing to the ear, after you as well decided to give in the trend. You can't just look at the most overused but also missused and misinterpreted words on the net, while seeing that no one is apparently smart enough to do their research, and some smarter people are trying to stop the less intelligent ones from using random words they don't know the meaning of and instead encouraging them to use the brain mama gave them. Think about it. Decide to use those words in your upcoming comeback, maybe in the lyrics or perhaps even in the song's title, then look at me right in the eyes, face to face, and tell me you thought it was a good decision. Like either you are stupid or you want to look like you are.
Ugh.